Lindsay's, no.
Hey, Omar.
Yeah.
I always tell people that, you're a great DJ, very professional, the operation you run, because, you do a lot of weddings, and a lot of people ask, where was Omar? Why was he not at Acoustic Christmas? And people were bummed out in the pictures they saw you weren't there. And Omar wanted to be there, and he said he had agreed, long before they even announced the date of Acoustic Christmas, Omar agreed to DJ some big holiday party, and he takes his job very seriously. And it was at that holiday party, and this is proof that you should have been with us and not where you were, that you made one of the biggest snafus of your entire DJing career.
100%. And this is like, things that you just hear about. It's like, these, what's that word? Legends, you know what I mean? It's just like, you never hear about this happening. You only, you see this in the movies. But
Urban legend.
Urban legend, there you go.
Uh-huh.
So I was doing the holiday party, and you know what these holiday parties do is that they save the raffles for the last thing of the evening because they want everybody to stick around.
That's what they did at our one yesterday. They kept holding that thing over our head like a giant carrot they've been dangling. Who wants health benefits next year? Stick around till 3 o'clock.
I was so mad I had to leave early, and I didn't know how many candy canes were in the jar.
Yeah, all that stuff. Right, that's what they do to keep you.
I do the hosting. I host the raffle, and this is my first time hosting anything like this. It's they had gifts, and whoever got their raffle ticket called, they would go get a gift, and they would stand in front of the DJ booth, and the second person I call can either grab another gift or they can steal that one present.
Right, it was a giant kind of dirty Santa.
So well, I'm not sure what it's called. So that's what we're doing. And the very first person that I called, she was a lady, and she got a really good present. And she was sitting down, and she had a little bit of a belly bump. Oh. Everybody else was standing up. She was the only one sitting down in the chair. So I'm calling like the third person in the raffle. You don't wanna hurt me. Like, hey, make sure you guys don't steal from, I forget her name, because she's expecting, you know what I mean? So yeah. So but nobody says anything.
Oh,
like
no.
at the first time. So,
hey, I couldn't be there. Now you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs, and I'm under each snare, intangible. Bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view. Look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose. All you different crews.
What you playing here, buddy?
Think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting.
Okay, I'll get over for you. There you go.
Like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual. Hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless is the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the high list. You like it? Cause smoke you righteous with one toe. You're psychic among those possess you with one go. Yeah, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
This guy's got LAPD up his ass.
Not for long, the future is coming on. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag of useless. Not for long, the future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. The essence, the basics. Without it, you make it. Allow me to make this child like your nature. Rhythm, you
Have it or you don't. That's a fallacy. I'm in them.
Every sprouting tree, every.
just have a really good one.
Alt 98.7.
LA's new alternative. This
Is
the way show.
the Way Show.
Alright, welcome back. It is Monday morning, and you know how we do on Mondays. We go through and we listen to what happened on the drunk dial voicemail this weekend. 909 drunk VM. It's 909 drunk VM. Did anybody even come close?
Not really. Actually, I spent Friday night, last night, no drinks.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Drinks on Friday
None.
night?
Zero.
Is that why you have the shakes right now?
Yeah. That's I know you would
Real.
think. Smooth as silk at the moment.
It's really
No.
good for you.
It is
I know.
pretty rare to go.
Okay.
It's like a borderline alcoholic.
Yeah. Borderline.
I didn't drink.
What's that?
Like, honest, like borderline. Like, Greg is one of those guys who, if we have an event and there's not going to be drinks there, he's legitimately annoyed.
Absolutely.
I get it. Yeah, like, he just can't go somewhere
100%.
without having a drink be there.
At an event, it's usually liquid courage for me, though.
Oh, man.
It's not like, I have to have one. It's just I have to have one in order to function.
Okay, well, would that be an alcoholic?
Probably.
You can have a drink without functioning.
Well, let's see. If I put it in those words, then yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Because
did it.
Greg always makes the joke. He goes, I have a drinking problem. I'm not drinking right
drinking
now.
at the
This is my
moment.
problem.
Greg reminds me of my granddad. He wouldn't wake up till like noonish, and then he'd come straight from his bedroom
Yeah.
to the living room den area, grab a glass of scotch,
Oh, yes.
light up a cigarette,
Oh, yeah.
and he was there till like 4 a.m.
Oh, God.
He'd just read the newspaper. Because he was retired, he didn't give an F. And so me, little like 6-year-old Seabass, sitting there like cigarette smoke indoors everywhere, watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune with my granddad.
I could never drink in the morning. That's gross.
Well, it's the afternoon. You don't wake up till 12.
That's right.
Well, you know. it's
My
like-
father-in-law will get up, he'll go to the fridge, and he'll go, well, guess we're out of orange juice, and he'll grab a beer.
God. In the morning.
And there is orange juice sitting there.
Oh,
I must have not seen that.
gross.
Oh, yeah. He starts drinking beer first thing in the morning.
That's
So
pretty
good.
bad at that stage.
That's
Same
that
thing,
was
Chrissy.
They used to do that back in like the 1800s because regular water wasn't safe, so they had like super light beer.
Well, so some people theorize that beer saved the human race.
That's that same thing.
Right.
It still does.
Yeah, exactly. It saved my race.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happened over the weekend. The drunk dial voicemails that you left for us at 909 drunk VM.
Drinking and smoke. We be smoking and drinking and smoke. And we be smoking and drinking and smoke. And we smoke on that what?
And this voicemail is available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because maybe you're not drinking every day like Greg does. And you're not a couple. You're not maybe even anticipating being in that particular situation, but you'll have the number ready to go. So next time you are in that position, you can leave us a message like these people did, and let's see what they got into this weekend.
Next message.
I'm in my grandma's house right now going pee because my grandma tried to tell me to keep up with her drinking. Prosecco as our drink. But my mother said that if I call this drunk VM one more time, she's gonna make me enroll in AA meetings. Meanwhile, her own mother, my grandmother, is encouraging me to drink. Oh, okay, bye.
Grandma sounds like a party.
Grandma rules.
Whole family of drunks.
True.
909 drunk VM. It's 909 drunk VM.
Next message.
I just busted the Menace B set.
Nice.
I threw up in the sink. I'm back in it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Love all you guys. Except Steve Ass. You.
The sink.
Right in the sink.
That's the Menace way.
Yeah, a toilet.
Yeah, but just you have microseconds.
Make that choice.
I know, but literally, it's probably right next to the sink.
You have
Yeah,
a
but
microsecond to get
there's
to the
that
toilet.
space in between the sink and the toilet.
Tunnel vision, you can't see it.
Yeah, and you're either gonna puke in the middle of that space or you're gonna puke in the sink.
No, this
No,
is
no,
just,
no.
This is just
Just
a poor
not
choice.
buying it.
I'm not buying it either.
Sorry,
Either.
professional move.
Milliseconds.
909 drunk VM.
Next message.
So I'm drunk and I work tomorrow, so wish me luck. I wanted to say I look great because I have a pit bull too, and I can relate to you on that. And, bye!
Okay. She has a what?
A pit bull.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it had a cockatoo.
A cockatoo, like Greg.
What? Greg, you not hear that?
That says I heard cockatoo.
This says I have a pit bull too,
Okay.
so I can relate to you.
Gotcha. Thank you for
Yeah.
translating. I heard cockatoo.
Greg's dead.
I can relate to Greg because I have a cockatoo.
Yeah. I know. That's why I was
I've
questioning.
got a little one too, maybe.
There's your trunk dial voicemail.
Oh, where? This cool.
The Woody Show returns in a second. All day today, every hour, from 7 to 7, Alt 98.7 has your last chance at sold-out access to come out and play. Holiday style with The Woody Show.
Yo, it's The Woody Show. And we are going to be your hosts for The Woody Show Christmas party with The Offspring.
You, a friend, The Woody Show, and The Offspring partying together tomorrow night at the Conga Room at LA Live.
The Woody Show Christmas Party with the Offspring.
Sold out, but you can win your way in every hour today, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You're on Alt 98.7.
LA's new alternative.
This holiday season, 12 strangers, 12 tales, 12 ghosts. A fiction podcast from me.
KD Morning Show with CC and Romeo. 103.5 KD. Hip hop back in the day.
Zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake your rump. Track remix.
Is there something I can do
You didn't
to
kill
not?
off. You didn't kill off your hot sister, did you?
I would never do that. I'm not that.
No one will believe it.
It was my mom.
Oh,
You killed off your mom?
terrible
No, I
person.
didn't kill her. I just made her go through a horrifying brain surgery.
Why did you do that?
Well,
That's a shit. That's so bad.
I legitimately, I feel really awful about this.
You should.
I didn't want to tell anybody I don't think I've ever really told anybody this, except for like Katie.
Would you need an excuse for something?
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, I was doing a show at the time, and I had a significant role in the show. It's not about me being a celebrity, but I was...
one thought it was.
Like a TV show or something? Or
No, a play.
Okay.
And it...
Community theater?
Huh?
Was it summer stock?
No, it wasn't summer stock. I never got into summer stock.
I had a big song in it.
No,
Summer stocky?
No, it was a thin role, I'm sure. And it was Tech Week. And, it's very important for all the actors to be there, and they're going through all the lighting stuff, and, it's a very long process, the whole week, very long hours. And also, I had booked another job, a commercial thing, and I didn't want to tell them the real reason why I couldn't go. So I decided to make up I said, what is some excuse that nobody could ever question, that nobody would ever feel bad and nobody would ever judge me? So I thought, what is the highest stakes I can go with? So I told the director of the show, who I hope is not listening right now, that my mom had a brain tumor and that she needed to get a life-saving surgery.
That is a huge lie.
And that's why I could. It was so over the top, Omar.
Yeah.
I did not need to go that over the top. It was just
because
so.
at that level of lying, that's when people buy you things,
Right.
to cheer you up.
It was too.
You know,
It
it's
was
like you need to eat.
too much.
You know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
for me, it was like such. I couldn't imagine anything else.
What did you do with all the GoFundMe money?
I didn't
Yeah,
get
or the
any
baskets,
GoFundMe money,
the
but
food
I
baskets.
told
You ate
him
'em all.
that my mom needed brain surgery and that I had to be there for it and I had to help take care of her, and that's why I couldn't go to that one day of tech rehearsal.
The one day brain
Yeah.
tumor surgery, and then you'll be back tomorrow. But I'll see you Saturday at 10 a.m.
But so then everyone felt really bad. I was getting hugs from all the other cast members, and it was this whole thing.
That's so
And then
bad.
they like
Shame,
made an
shame.
announcement to all the other cast members, and everyone was like calling me and saying they were thinking of me and
And
that
what
my
did you
mom was
say?
in their prayers.
What did you say?
I
People
said,
prayed for your mom,
yes,
and she was fine?
and she was fine. And then everybody, then the show
That's
opened.
so shameful.
It's really bad, and it gets worse.
You made her wear a bandage to the show.
My mom wanted to go to the show, and I was like, I had to tell
You just
her,
had surgery.
you can't go because you just had brain surgery. And then she was like, but I really want to go and support you. I can't say this last word.
So what did you do? Did you make her wear a helmet or
I
something?
made her wear a head wrap
No.
to the show. And she wore, not a bandage, but she wore like a scarf. And then everybody was going up to my mom during the show, like afterwards, like congratulating her and saying that she's so strong for being here and all this stuff. And my mom went along with it because she wanted to support me. And she went along with the lie that I had already told. And
So,
it was extremely shameful.
When you called your mom and said, hey, here's the thing, you can come to the show, but you got to wear this head bandage.
Yeah.
Did you explain what happened?
Yeah, I had to explain that I lied about her having a brain tumor.
How did she handle that? Better than a
Because it's my
natural
mom, she was supportive.
Right? Jesus.
Between lighting up cigarettes, she was like, all right, fine, what scarf do I need to wear?
Tell me, that's reading the future. Well, that is, goddamn, that is shameful. All right, well, it's out of the
God
box.
damn, that
Oh
is
my
shameful.
That is.
It was not good, Jake. I made up all kinds of excuses for stuff, and then I don't even remember the thing that I did. Like, I can't even remember the thing that I did now, and why I couldn't just say the real reason and have everybody judge me, because now everyone's judging me now, and it's even worse.
A moment of silence for Ali's mom.
Hey there, this is Benjamin Gibbard from the Postal Service.
The Woody Show.
A lazy rain am I. The skies refuse to cry. Cremation takes its piece of your supply. The night is dressed like noon. A sailor spoke too soon. And China's on the dark side.
Dark side of the moon. Hit
Octopus are few. The secret life of Drew. A personality I never knew. Get it up. If I created to raise a tongue, on a censorship, riding on a headless horse to make the trip.
Bodega Venice and Sebastian. Yes. Oh, yeah. Their esteemed law firm is coming in here, making an argument in the Woody Show court. And there's these different stories that Cameron has found. People who have had a run-in with the law.
Unfortunately, through no fault of their own.
Yep. And the world's worst, or I would say most despicable defense lawyers.
Way the jury already.
Excuse you, I'm explaining to the audience, and they're not the jurors.
It's getting real confusing in here.
Okay.
Yeah. I will be the judge.
Disregard that comment, please.
Yep, thank you.
Greg will be the jury as well. Can let us know your thoughts and opinions. Are they guilty or not guilty? And court is now in session. All right. So the first case is what?
The first case here is a 50-year-old woman who was arrested in Wyoming after cops say they found 70 pounds of weed inside the car she was traveling in. They initially pulled her over for following somebody too close, and then when cops asked her about the car, she said, "A friend of mine rented it for me." She said she was just sightseeing on her way back to Florida.
That's good.
Cops say they smelled the weed while they were talking to her, and she had a ton of air fresheners, which made them suspicious. She was arrested on possession.
Couple things. Yes, it's her friend's car. Is it illegal to have air fresheners in your car?
Suddenly, smelling good is against the law.
Okay. What's wrong here?
Was that the argument? Was it the air fresheners, or was it the weed?
What this sounds like is this sounds like a cop fishing for any damn excuse.
Thank you.
To investigate the car of a just innocent sightseer, like she said. Who doesn't want to go to Wyoming this time of year?
Okay, let me ask you another thing. Jurors, have you ever borrowed a car from somebody? Do you go into the trunk and go through the car at all before you drive it? Is that a requirement that you do when you borrow a car from a friend?
I didn't know I was supposed to like strip search every vehicle I got as a owner.
Do I open every single compartment before I drive away? No, I don't. Thank you. Case closed. Case closed.
The cage is closed.
Case closed. Not guilty. Next story. Thank you.
Do we even need to go to the jury on this one?
Yeah, I think we do. Do the jurors have any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
No questions whatsoever? Very good.
No, you said 70 pounds?
Yeah.
She could go anywhere. And
she was by herself.
By herself.
Let me ask you, do you check through a friend's car when you drive your friend's car?
On the contrary, I think that would be rude.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you.
And a ticky-tack reason, too. I'm following, too. This guy is looking for any reason.
Anything. Because it's boring-ass Wyoming.
Right, because
no one lives there.
They love nailing people with out-of-state plates, too, because that's free ticket money. As Greg always says, cops suck.
Objection.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm asking a question. When you borrow somebody's car,
yes,
and like when you rent a car, you are responsible for whatever tickets you may ring up.
Sure,
or whatever.
All right.
You are still responsible because you are operating that vehicle. I could borrow someone's car and I could have a body in the back of it, or I can have.
Okay, so should you
be? In this case, I could have 70 pounds of weed in this case in there that I was responsible for putting there. Also,
responsible.
Do you need to go through the car to realize that there is a very heavy weed smell?
Maybe you don't know. Maybe you just
maybe you think the car just is funky. Yeah, maybe there's a skunk died on it previously.
And Greg, again, as Greg said, it would sort of be rude to
Really,
sort of go
dude?
through things.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's no in the fucking front of you.
And consult the jury here.
You dropped to
Juror number
65.
Look, I would go through the car because that smell would be so prevalent, and as much as I'm in favor of blazing it, I do not want to drive in a car with all of that weed. It would reek.
No.
You didn't. I hate the smell of weed.
Menace, you've had your time.
You didn't make the argument for me, Menace. She's guilty.
Look, disqualify this juror because
She's just mad because her weed delivery got intercepted.
Order.
because the smelling.
Order. I'll hold you in contempt. I'll make you eat healthy food. Greg Gore, juror number 2.
The old me would have been mega guilty, and I was all hardcore anti-pot. Now I'm not a stoner, but I do not care about pot whatsoever. It is a plant from Mother Earth.
Thank you.
70 pounds, though.
What? Could be in a trunk and a
I mean, we're talking cartel level amounts.
Not exactly personal use.
Exactly.
She didn't know.
Exactly. Well, we don't know if she didn't know.
Yeah, that's what we had to trust her.
The ye old, it's my friend's car, that's kind of a tired excuse.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yes,
not just guilty.
Order. This is the juror's time.
But overall, I'm going to make the judge in the case do overtime because he has a hung jury. I'm saying not guilty.
Thank you.
Is not guilty. Thank you.
All right, well, then it defaults to the judge guilty.
When it falls to the judge, guilty.
Cool.
First case, that's how law works.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, I mean, you can have your own personal opinion, but if we're gonna follow the letter of the law,
opinion.
I'm pretty sure 70 pounds of weed is illegal no matter where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's yours.
Yeah, not if it's planted by somebody else.
Yep.
Next case, it's the law offices of Bodega, Menace, and Sebastian.
Next case is a 22-year-old guy in Mississippi who was arrested for streaking. He was charged with 7 counts of indecent exposure from incidents over the last couple years. Police say they started investigating after getting reports, but once they started investigating, they stopped happening. He just wasn't anywhere to be found until in the last few weeks. People saw him between the hours of 5 and 6 in the morning. Cops did eventually track him down and arrest him.
Now, all right, this is a long-standing tradition, streaking. But did they arrest him while he was naked, or they just thought he looked like the guy that was streaking?
The report does not clarify.
Thank you.
Thank you. Also, there is such a thing as being allergic to clothes.
Yep.
If he's doing this, let's say, even if he were doing this, which we don't know if he was.
Yep.
Between 5 and 6 a.m., that shows that this man is being thoughtful about his local community, allergic to clothes, still wants to get exercise, knows that his disability is a problem for some people, so he does it when there'll be very few people who could actually even see him. Not guilty.
Also, if it's him and he's out there nude, did houses burn down?
Yes,
did babies die? Did people lose their life savings? No.
Does wiener kill anybody? I don't think so.
Nope. And you're born naked, so thank you.
Thank you. It's called.
Case closed, not guilty.
All right, that's the argument.
You don't know it's him.
All right.
For sure.
We have no picture of his wiener.
Nope.
Does the offensive rest?
We rest.
Okay.
Blair.
Let's go to the jurors. Any questions, juror number 1?
My only question, I would think, we just don't have the answers to, like, who's reporting him streaking? Like, who's seeing him?
Yep,
Is it kids?
ex-girlfriend.
Is it women? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
It could have been a deer.
Order. I asked if you guys rest. You said you rest.
You asked her for questions.
Yes.
We're answering questions.
She's giving. Okay.
I'm just giving my thoughts about, I guess we just don't have the answers to that. That would be my only question. Who saw him out there with his dong out, you know?
I'm pretty sure I know how juror number 2 is going to feel about this, because as a fan of nuding out in his yard, or we've had stories before about people nuding,
I've gotten busted
yard or in their house.
And I'm an admirer of people who are, bold enough and brave enough to be nude in public.
Yes. All right. Well, let's go to the jury. Juror number 1, guilty or not guilty?
Just don't think we have enough information to convict in this case.
Thank you.
I'm going not guilty.
Yes.
Not guilty. Greg Gorey.
Well, if only there was a way that if there was something out in the world that you didn't want to look at, that you didn't have to look at. Nuclear, not guilty.
Thank you. All right.
I guess I'll have to rule not guilty, although the judge would like to offer a dissenting opinion here on this one. What's with everybody needing to be silly and a Stifler.
Silly.
And going out there
It's perfect.
Yeah.
and streaking and perving.
So medical condition.
Yeah.
So when they have this campaign of free the nipple and
Yeah.
breastfeeding and all the
naked bike ride.
that's silliness.
Yeah.
That's
I call it
Stiflerness.
equity.
I call it America, not North Korea. Thank
Also,
you.
shout out to Stifler.
What's he doing these days?
He did Goon and Goon 2. He's got some sweet hand tattoos now.
He was a very nice guest when we had him in, by the way.
Very
Yeah.
respectful.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was on 24.
That's right.
The
Sean
new
William
24.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
give him a
All
buddy.
right,
You give him a
well,
buddy, dude.
I'm ruling not guilty in this particular case.
Thank you.
And, well, that's all the time that is allowed for today. And
We need
this
3
round
more
of the
people.
law offices of Bodega Medicine Sebastian.
We'll get you off.
Court is adjourned. Yes. And if you need some lame-ass excuse to try to get you off,
Oh.
make sure you consult the law offices of Bodega Medicine Sebastian. They'll get you off. We're going to take a quick break. There is more Woody Show next. Hang on.
They're gonna scan the hallway for free food real quick, and then we'll be right back. The Woody Show. All 98.7. LA's new alternative.
Nancy Grace here, Big News, brand new Cold Case podcast.
You need to turn today's holidays into tomorrow's memories. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Take home bone-in Farmer John full half ham. They're just $1.49 a pound. Limit 1 with your card and additional $25 purchase. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
Looking for a shiny new toy for the holidays? Hi, I'm Garth Blumenthal, and 2 years ago, I started the Unstoppable Automotive Group. I'm proud to say we have acquired Mercedes-Benz of Temecula, Audi Mission Viejo,
While law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn
refresh a few times and see if that makes Jack FM sound any better.
It starts with I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I just rhyme to explain in due time. Oh, I know time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down.
aggressively? Do you want to? 866-93.
You are a jackass of a driver. Come on, Honda. Like, really scared.
Judge goes by the letter of the law, not like Greg, who's like, well, I got no problem with nuding, so therefore nuding is not a thing, and therefore it is.
Oh my God.
We have an overzealous judge in our district.
I have a nuding.
We have an
issue that I need you
overzealous
guys
judge in our
approve.
district.
So, okay, so
you have pictures. Ravi wants to know. I'm asking.
sadly, no picture. Actually, lucky, no pictures.
Okay.
So I recently moved into a new house, and it is on a very steep hill. So the neighboring houses to me are way above, and one
they can see
way below. No, they can't see a damn thing.
Oh, awesome.
That backyard is the ultimate in privacy.
Okay.
Ultimate. So, about a week ago, and that's pertinent, and I'll tell you why in a minute. About a week ago, Mario and I are, fooling around. And I said, let's take this outside. That would be fun. New surroundings, new yard. Let's experiment.
It's Chris in the backyard.
So, he has his pants, let's say, just above the knee. I have mine down at my ankles. So, literally nude, and I go waddling out with my.
How sexy!
Like, I didn't take them off. I kept them. All right.
What's up with the outside stuff? You have a home.
I know, but we had never done anything.
They're
out there.
experimenting, then.
It's just fun. So I'm shuffling out with my pants at my ankles. He's shuffling out with his pants above his knees. As we're about to, do more stuff.
Yeah.
I see a flashlight right up against the neighbor's fence, which means he had to climb up a very, very steep side hill. Just at the precise moment we go out there naked, he decides that's the time he has to fix one of the sprinkler heads. So he yells out, "Hey, I'm just fixing a sprinkler head."
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
So I grab my pants and I run in the house.
Wait, hold on. So